Hey everyone, welcome back to another Monday weekly live. How's everyone doing this great afternoon? I'm doing pretty well. A little busy today, but nothing new. But if you're new here, which I know we have a few new people from the last video I did, every Monday I do weekly lives and I talk about current game news. We love to have discussions over here, and we just like talk about game stuff in general. I love to hear you guys' opinions as long as they're nice. Um, we keep it pretty respectful over here. But yeah, welcome to chat. Um, yeah, I'm also starting to post a lot of live clips in case you miss a live. I just posted the God of War live clip from last week. So yeah, little short bursts and stuff like that. But I always have to ask, what games are you guys playing? Um, I'm still playing my Alan Wake and um, Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones. The reason it's taking me like so long to play Alan Wake is because I only want to play it like at certain times of the day. It's not that like it's scary to play at night, but it's like I don't want to play it like right before I go to sleep. So it's taking me a long time because that's usually like when I play the games and stuff like that. But yeah, did you guys see that the PSN network was out for like a whole day Saturday? Like that's crazy. Um, I guess they said it was like an operational issue or something like that. Um, but they did come out and like say, "Oh, I'm sorry," stuff like that. And they did give players who already had PlayStation Plus, they gave them 5 free extra days. So I guess you lose one day, but you gain 5 or 4, however you want to look at it. It's kind of crazy, but I don't know. Hey Tay, how's it going? I'm doing pretty well. Thanks for asking. Welcome back. Um, but yeah, we have some like pretty niche news today. Um, they didn't tell us anything. You talking about PlayStation or because they came out with like a tweet and they just said it was like an operational issue, and then I guess they gave people like 5 extra days to come out, added on to like their subscription. Uh, so I don't know. People have been kind of up and down with PlayStation recently, as we've been discussing the last few weeks. It's funny because I I made a video this last Friday talking about like Xbox. I don't know if you guys have seen it or not, but I made a video talking about Xbox, and everybody's like, "Oh, you're just like a PlayStation die hard, blah blah blah." I'm like, I'm just reporting the news. I'm just reporting the news. But I think, like I will always say, like Xbox and PlayStation, and heck, even Switch, they all have their pros and cons. There's not a perfect console. They all have their ups and downs and stuff like that, and you're not gonna convince me otherwise. Maybe I do slightly prefer one over the other, um, but I still like all consoles. Um, but yeah, on to the news this week. I don't know if you guys have seen, but Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 has just come out, and people are like going crazy over it. So I'm gonna describe the first one a little bit, and then we'll see the trailer of the second one because I haven't really seen much um, about it until it came out, and then everybody was like talking about it and stuff like that, and I'm like, what's going on? Usually I keep up with that kind of stuff, so it really surprised me. But yeah. So if you haven't played the first Kingdom Come Deliverance, it's basically like a first person role playing game by Warhouse Studios, and it was released in 2018. 2018 was such a good year for gaming. There were so many good games that came out around that time. But it's set in the medieval kingdom around the 15th century, and the game pretty much stands out for just like its historical accuracy and its like realistic portrayal of medieval life. And it focuses on narrative driven gameplay. And if you know me, I love a good narrative. So the story follows this guy named Henry, who is the son of a blacksmith, and their village basically gets destroyed by like invaders and stuff like that. And Henry sets out on this quest for revenge to undercover a broader political conspiracy, basically, that is pretty much like shaking up his world, right? So the things that like really make people like this game is one, the open world exploration. The game is really large and it's filled with like a bunch of towns, villages, forests, and castles to explore. And there's also a main storyline. Obviously, like I said, it's like a narrative-driven gameplay. But yeah, the storyline pretty much encourages exploration and side quests, and more. It's kind of more detailed than like other RPGs. I wouldn't say it's like the most detailed game that I've seen, but it is pretty detailed for what it is. They also have pretty realistic combat for like the medieval times, I guess, like if you were going to compare it. They have like skill based melee, where you can like block, parry, and strike from different angles. Combat is a little more tactical and realistic compared to the other RPGs. And they also have like focus sword play and stuff like that. Hey Mast, how you doing? Welcome back. But yeah, another cool thing, as you could kind of see on the screen right now, they have the choice and consequence mechanic, which basically like alters your story in a way. Those games always kind of make me like nervous, but hey, I think it makes everybody's playthrough unique. They have a bunch of RPG elements, and they also have like a lot of like difficulty and immersion. The game is really known for its challenge and survival elements, like eating, sleeping, and maintaining your equipment. It's kind of slower paced, and I heard that's a lot like the second one too. But it is pretty immersive compared to a lot of other action-packed RPGs. So if you guys are interested to play the first one, I try not to give too many spoilers, but I did want to give you guys like a little background before we went into the second game trailer, which is kind of blind to me. I mean, I've seen some gameplay, but like a little bit of gameplay, but I haven't watched the trailer. I don't really know the main story going into the second one. I mean, I know it's a continuation of the first one. This is Kingdom Come Deliverance. We're about to talk about Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Just came out. Yeah, choice-based games can be pretty fun. Have you guys ever played Detroit Become Human? Literally one of the best choice-based games out like ever. It's supposed to have like the most endings too, like any other game has had. I forget exactly how many endings it had. Let me see if I can look it up. This thing says, following the flowchart of the game, there are 85 endings. Though there's a lot of overlap. So they're saying it's closer to 40 just because there's a lot of overlap. But even 40 is like crazy. But I highly recommend that game. It's like one of my favorite games of all time. Yeah, Tay, you know. Also, there's Heavy Rain, which is pretty good. And then Beyond Two Souls. They're both made by the same people. I wouldn't say they're on par with Detroit, but they are still really good games. If you like Detroit, I highly recommend playing Beyond Two Souls and Heavy Rain. They're really good. But I love the characters in Detroit. One of my favorite games. I'd say probably like top 10. Really good. But I don't know if Kingdom Come Deliverance, I don't know if it's as in-depth as these. But yeah, let's look at this trailer.
Peggy 18.
Is that what you really want, son? No matter how many people you kill, you can't change what's happened.
Audentes fortuna juvat!
What does that actually mean?
Fortune favors the brave.
All we have to do is deliver a letter to Lord Otto von Bergov and ride back again. So I wouldn't expect much excitement there.
Hans, look at me.
My boy, war.
So you can definitely already see the drama, right? The graphics, from what I'm seeing right now, aren't impressing me the most, though, for it to be a game that came out in 2025.
It's a nasty business. And it is better to have your head on your neck and your foe on his knees than the other way around.
These days we have all sorts of vagabonds, drifters, outlaws, and bandits roaming the country. I urge you all to be vigilant. You know who I am!
You can't kill me.
That's
You're
crazy.
the same as me. You play the game. But you don't understand the rules. And in the end, you'll lose.
I'm not like you.
Sigismund is mustering his allies and their armed forces to Kuttenberg.
He'll have torched all our fortresses and carried off everything that we possess.
Now!
Are we seriously gonna wait, cower in a corner? Or are we gonna drive them out in shame?
I remember everyone I killed.
The dialogue is really
Are you
getting me.
sure you didn't kill someone's father or mother? War is a nasty business.
I mean, the dialogue really does seem like the narrative is like really good. I think the dialogue got me a lot. The graphics are like, eh. It is a story trailer, so I don't know if they focus too much on it. This game really reminds me a lot, like the setting. It reminds me of A Plague's Tale. I don't know if you guys have ever played that game, but The Plague's Tale is like kind of this setting, like way back when they kind of talk the same and stuff like that. Really good game. I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but I really like the game. But yeah, a lot of people seem to be really hyped about this game, so I wanted to see if you guys knew much about it. I guess it's on pretty much all consoles, PlayStation 5, Xbox, and PC. So, yep. On to the next news. Do any of you guys play Rainbow Six, or is it just me? Well, I don't want to say just me. I've been a pretty big fan of Rainbow Six Siege off and on. Like when it first came out, I played it a lot, and then I stopped for a while, and then I played it a lot again. And I'm kind of on that like break period right now where I'm not playing it, but I just heard that they're supposedly coming out with a Rainbow Six Siege 2. And if it's true, that'd be really exciting. Because if you know, all they do is release updates for that game, which it's fine. Like a lot of people are really enjoying the updates, and a lot of people continue to play it to this day. I wouldn't say it's like the biggest shooter right now, but it is pretty big for how long it's been out. Because it's been out like almost 10 years. They definitely need a new one, because I like this game, but they just need to like make some updates or make a new one. They came out with Rainbow Six Extraction. Nobody played that. Nobody played it. But I mean, it's Ubisoft. Ubisoft has been losing so much money recently. Yeah, Call of Duty needs competition. We're actually going to talk about another shooter right after this, actually, right after this story. But yeah, supposedly Rainbow Six Siege is rumored to be announced at SI 2025. So a new claim states that Rainbow Six Siege 2 will be revealed at 6 Invitational 2025, which is scheduled for February 14th through the 16th. So that's this weekend. According to a report by the Game Post, an X user, and I hate saying X, sorry, I had to do a little side note. Can we just say a tweet? Apparently not. An X user called Fraxis Winning recently posted about Rainbow Six 2 being allegedly revealed this month at SI 2025 event. The post also claims that the game is internally referred to as Siege X and will feature a complete engine overhaul along with graphical upgrades and textures and models. The leaker has alleged that it is likely, geez Louise, I can't read today. It is likely that Rainbow Six Siege 2 will be released around year 10 Season 2 update, which is scheduled to arrive in a few months. It is also rumored that Siege X will not see any old events return, but only host new ones. Rainbow Six Siege 2 is a sequel that players have long waited for. The original game was released in 2015 and has been going strong since then. The title still attracts thousands of players daily, with its latest 24-hour peak over 67,000 players on Steam. The developers also frequently provide new content, and recent updates have added new operations and features like full crossplay. I feel like they've had that for a while. I don't know if that was recent. However, players are hoping for a change. It will be exciting to see what sort of graphical and engine improvements Ubisoft can make to an already successful franchise like Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. And yeah, this is just them talking about the anti-cheat. But, I mean, if that's true, it's great news. But it sounds like it's more of an update. I feel like if Rainbow Six Siege 2 was going to be coming out, like, I feel like they'd be putting like a lot of money into like advertising and stuff like that, especially considering Ubisoft is like not doing good right now, and Rainbow Six Siege is kind of one of their main money makers at this point because people are buying like opening packs and like new operators and stuff like that. I feel like they would be putting more advertising money into that. It almost sounds like it's a new update, and like I said, I'm gonna be really mad if it is just another update because I don't know, maybe they're talking about like the 14th or whatever, like they're just gonna announce it. Like if they're just gonna announce it, okay, maybe, but I definitely don't think it'll be coming out this weekend. Like I feel like that's kind of crazy. You hope the next Battlefield is good. I hope so too. But yeah, like, it makes it sound like this game is just going to be a big update, or this game is going to be a big update. Yeah, like I said, I feel like they'd be doing, like, a lot of promotion. Yeah, but they definitely need a new game. It's been 10 years. 10 years. But I still hop on it every now and then to, like, see what's going on. But that game is, like, if you leave the game for like any reason for like any time over like a few weeks, coming back to it is so difficult. Like it's not like Call of Duty where you could just like jump right back in and play the game. Like, cause you know, if you know, you need like a lot of strategy for that game and a lot of like memory of the maps and stuff like that. You need to think really hard about it. So if you leave, like, it's really hard to come back, and that's why I say I leave for a while, then I come back for a while. I leave for a while and come back for a while. But yeah, we'll see, right? If it is announced, I'll let you guys know next week. I will definitely be looking into that. But yeah, on to next news. Another shooter. I don't know if you guys have seen anything about this, PUBG, and if you even play the game PUBG, there's a new tactical shooter out by them called Blind Spot. I honestly was never like the biggest fan of PUBG. I never hated it. I guess I just never gotten too much into like battle royale type games and stuff like that, or like Fortnite and stuff. I think this game is a lot like that. Yeah, Call of Duty is definitely a run and gun game. The other ones are more strategic. Yeah, it's hard to just get right back into it. But yeah, so back to PUBG Blind Spot. Krafton has updated the branding for the PUBG spin-off, formerly known as Project Arc. It's now called PUBG Blind Spot. And between February 21st and March 3rd, a demo for the top-down tactical shooter will be available exclusively on Steam. If you're coming over fresh from the Battle Royale experience that has existed for years, you'll likely see PUBG Blind Spot as something entirely unfamiliar, but as a standalone title, it looks pretty good. There's a nice hit of esports potential in Blind Spot, which isn't a fresh concept given how popular PUBG is as a competitive shooter. And this is supposed to be a fresh and engaging experience. In recent press release, let me highlight this. In a recent press release, Krafton explained why the name PUBG Blind Spot was chosen. PUBG Studios chose the name PUBG Blind Spot to reflect both the development philosophy and core gameplay elements. The PUBG brand in the title represents PUBG Studios' commitment to expanding into new genres, while Blind Spot signifies the game's innovative blend of top-down shooting and vision-based tactical play, offering players a fresh and engaging experience. The game's most promising mechanics suggests that this will be a much faster paced and intense shooter compared to the relatively slow burning environment of a battle royale. It's a vision-based shooter, which means although it's top down by perspective, you can see enemies if they're realistically appearing in your character's field of view. Let me know how you guys like battle royale type games. I would like to know in the chat. Hence the name Blind Spot. Like Rainbow Six Siege, Blind Spot is a 5v5 shooter that allows players to utilize a range of gadgets and weapons to accomplish their goals. As a match unravels, players will find that they're given just one life, and each round follows the traditional attack versus defend operation method. 3 months ago, Krafton published a first look trailer of Blind Spot, then called Project Arc. I actually like the style of Rainbow Six Siege type gameplay, like they just said. How it's like 5v5, you get killed once, you're done. Like, I think it adds so much more stakes to the game. Hopefully that's better than PUBG. I'm trying to get into this game, Delta Force. Like Battle Royale is kind of played out. I've never heard of Delta Force, so I'd have to look into it. I do think Battle Royale is getting a little played out, but somehow Fortnite is still going really strong. I know a lot of people that were like really into Fortnite. I tried Fortnite. It wasn't my cup of tea. It was not my cup of tea. But here is the let me get this up. Here is what this game looks like, and you guys will have to let me know what you think about it, because I've seen a little bit of it, and I'm like, I don't know. So I definitely see like the tactical aspect of it. I think what I don't like though is the top-down gameplay. I'm wondering how that'll work as far as playing it. I could definitely see how it takes from Rainbow Six Siege though, because I'm pretty sure he just like placed something on the door to like blow it up. Yeah, that you can see it for like a hot second. This thing. Or Sledge. Okay, now I just feel like they're just copying Rainbow Six Siege, because that hammer thing is so Sledge. Sledge used to be my favorite character in Rainbow Six. Wait. Sorry, that's so funny. I can't stand top-down games. Yeah, I don't blame you. It almost makes me feel like it's like a mobile game. I feel like there's a lot of top-down mobile games. Yeah, exactly. The Maz, that's exactly what I was thinking. I swear I didn't see your comment before I said that. It's giving Overwatch. Yeah, I think the characters look like them a little bit. Yeah. And like I think a lot of the stuff they're doing, I just in this little clip right here, I can point out like 3 things that Rainbow Six Siege does. But it's like I mean, I guess I get it. It's not really like a stealth thing though, like Rainbow Six. Like I feel like in Rainbow Six, you can do run and gun, but it is like mainly stealthy and you got to think about it. This kind of looks like run and gun a little bit, but at the same time, like you got to think. So maybe it could be interesting when it comes out. I definitely don't think it'll be that popular. Like, but I do think maybe it'll grab some audience. Yeah, I hate mobile games. I did a video about it. They're running out of ideas. Yeah, I think PUBG has just been like around for so long, so I guess I get they're doing something different. But I guess like it is different because like when you're like running around and stuff, like you can see there's a pretty big like field of view. So like that's I kind of feel like it's just like a game of tag at a certain point. Like, okay, like I'm all the way over here, right? But I could see all the way in this other room. So I'm going to be like chasing this guy. I mean, even in like Call of Duty, right? You can't see past certain walls. So like, let's say like you're coming through here. You don't know if somebody's sitting here or not. And then they could get you. But I mean, you all can like pretty much see each other. So it just seems like a big game of tag. At least that's my opinion. I would probably play if it wasn't for that view. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, the view is kind of throwing me off. But I thought it was interesting to talk about at least. Okay, here's like you could turn the lights off, I guess. I don't know. I'm a little interested just to see like where this is gonna go. Initially, I don't know if it's my favorite, though. I'll tell you that. I don't know if it's my favorite, but I am a little curious. And I'm also wondering how much it's going to be. Because I don't know how much I pay for this. Probably not more than, like, $10. I think PUBG is originally free, though, so I'm, like, wondering if they'd even charge for it. You smell major cheats for this game? That's crazy. Yeah. And I wonder if you could, like, shoot through walls, too. I mean, to some extent. Yeah, the top down is the cheat in itself. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I could see if it was, like, a smaller window of view or range of view, but it's like you can see the whole dang map. Better be free 99. Yeah. You can see the whole map, though. So I don't know. I guess I'm just wondering where the challenge is. But hey, I'm sure we'll see more when the beta comes out in a few weeks. I can't really say much about it other than that. But yeah. On to the next story. Are you guys fans of Metal Gear Solid? Just the franchise in general? Because there is a new one coming out called Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater. And it just got its release date of August 28th, 2025. And apparently, like, I heard that PlayStation, like, accidentally leaked it. Like, I don't think they were trying to announce it for real. But yeah, August 28th, 2025. They announced it on their store. It kind of reminds me of, like, when GTA got leaked or whatever, and, like, Rockstar was so mad. But I don't know if, they're mad that it got leaked or not. I mean, I guess they made the announcement, right? They gave it to somebody, so they can't be too mad. So its announcement has seemingly been published early on PlayStation Store ahead of the heavily rumored state of play next week, which is supposedly this week, but we'll see. They never tell us a date. But the update reveals that the game release date. But the update reveals the game release date with a new gameplay trailer. In a surprising announcement, the trailer also features an Ape Escape tease at the end too, which according to back-end information will be a game mode coming to the game. That's pretty cool. Here, let's see if we could watch this. Have you guys seen any of this yet? Because I haven't. This is all new to me, so we're reacting together.
Colonel, tighten the security on this place. He's coming here. I'm sure of it. America is out to destroy the Shagohod and get its hands on your inheritance. The Philosopher's legacy. Then they're out to kill me as well.
What's the story between you and the boss?
She was like a mother, and my master.
The Cobras will take care of him.
Do you hear me, Snake? We are the sons of the boss.
I see it! The fear!
A great and terrible fury at being alive. A host of sorrows. And you are one of them.
Why'd you come back? There's nothing for you here. Go home.
Oh, that's what that is?
Go back to your boss.
I still have the Shagohod and the legacy. There is nothing America can do to stop us.
I'm not finished yet!
Oh, it says Snake Eater. I think it just looks weird because it's on this like small like viewer thing. Because I was trying to get the trying to get it to look better and it didn't want to. But yeah, it looks okay, right? So the game information reads: the core experience of the original evolved and more immersive than ever. A remake of the 2004... Oh, that's what you mean, yeah. A remake of the 2004 game Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater with the same gripping story and engrossing world, now with all new graphics and 3D audio that enchants the jungle atmosphere. Get ready for the ultimate survival stealth action experience. Everything you love and more. The story, characters, voice acting, gameplay, and music that made the original a sensation return. Remade for modern consoles, this evolutionary leap breathes new life into every cutscene and rebuilds every corner of the world. I did not know that this was a remake, so thanks for letting me know. I did not know. Late 2000s type. Yeah, it's giving 30 frames per second. Yeah, part of that, I don't know why it looked like that. I think part of that was just the video player. But yeah, I definitely do agree that it's does look a little dated. I don't know, I feel like I've seen the trailer before though, and it looked better than that. So I don't know. Authentic to life portrayals, the battle damage system has been upgraded with the wear and tear of Snake's clothes, as well as bruises and bullet wounds on his body, reflected in real time. Injuries will leave their mark on Snake's body permanently, telling a story of each player's unique journey throughout the game. Deeply immersive experiences, players can elect for a newly added, more modern control style. These intuitive controls let you focus entirely on the game and the immersive thrills of the survival stealth experience. You can also choose to play with the classic controls style that more closely recreates the feel of the original game. And then there's an additional game mode, which we kind of discussed earlier, Snake versus Monkey. In this game, you'll play as Snake and round up all the escaped apes running amok in each stage. And more to come, some content may require an internet connection. Okay, yeah, we don't need to read that. Yeah, so did just get a release date on that, which is pretty nice. I looked on their website a little bit, and they had some cool information on there. If I could get back to it. I'll let you guys look with me. So this is just like their history. Started in 1985, over 30 years ago, spawning several titles, spin-offs, and ports. Here's a look back at Snake's story explored in the games. Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, I've never played like too many of the Metal Gear Solid game. I played a little bit of it, but honestly, I would not say I'm an expert. But it is cool to see that there's more coming out and that like this game has been going so strong for so long. I had a little more to show on that, but for some reason I think the website is like glitched or something, so we might have to axe it for now because that's what it's like to be live. But yeah, let me see if I can make sure I can't get it there. I have to enter my age. Is it gonna work? Oh yes, it's working. Let me see if I can bring it over. 1 sec. Okay. Oh. Yeah, come on. Sorry, gang. For some reason, it doesn't want to work. I'll show you guys. Oh yeah, it's saying it can't be reached. Okay, they're not letting me show you guys for some reason. I had to bring it up like another time. But it was basically just like giving just a little more about the game and stuff like that. Just showing like the characters and a few other videos. And that's what I was going to show you guys is it's actually pretty, like I've seen some pretty good graphics on this game. Let me see if I could find maybe it on YouTube if they'll let me show it, because they don't want to let me show you guys on the website. And here's like a 4K demo. Let's see if this is better.
And IRA. Hi, it's me, Antonio Banderas. When I use my...
It's an ad. Here we go. I'm definitely not watching this whole thing. We're just looking at a little bit of it.
グラフィックのクオリティを重視したクオリティモードと処理速度ですね、パフォーマンスの方を重視した、落ちちゃった、ごめんなさい、はい、もう一回パフォーマンスモードを2つ用意する予定となっています、はい、で今回ゲームショーのバージョンはですね、グラフィック重視のグラフィックモード
This must be like the devs playing it or something, and that's them talking. I cannot understand what they're saying. Yeah, so I mean, I guess it looks a little better than what we saw on the tweets or X, whatever you want to call it now. But yeah, I can definitely see how it does still look a little dated. But But yeah, I know it's a lot of huge fans of that game. So we shall see when it comes out. Alright. So now, on to a little bit bigger news. Yeah, it looks better. Yeah, I didn't know what they were talking about. It almost sounded Japanese, though. I'm telling you, yeah. I don't know what they were doing with this X stuff. Like, it doesn't sound good when you say it. Like, I miss just calling it tweets. It's not that difficult. So yeah, on to some slightly bigger news. We have some news on Take-Two Interactive. Now, do you guys know what Take-Two makes? They make games like GTA, Red Dead Redemption. They also make Borderlands, and they make NBA 2K. So they have a lot to say. All right, they pretty much released a lot this past week. One of the things they were talking about is GTA 6. So, GTA 6 date still set for fall 2025. Take-Two CEO insists we feel really good about it. They feel really good about it, guys. So, it's good to see they're on the right track for that. GTA 6 is still set for release in fall 2025, which is really good too, because I kind of was assuming that it was going to be coming in like the winter. Like, I thought they were going to be pushing it off as far as they could. What's the best game I ever played? Probably Red Dead Redemption 2. I love that game. I love the story. I love the details. Yeah, they need to drop an actual date. Well, hey, look, at least we're getting somewhere, because we have not seen anything since they dropped the first trailer. So at least we're getting something. So reporting its third quarter ending December 31st, 2024 financial results, the Rockstar owner listed GTA 6 for fall 2025 on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S. It means that for now, at least, GTA 6 is still set on track for its previously announced release window and has not been delayed. Speaking to IGN ahead of the release of its financial report, Take-Two CEO Strauss, I'm gonna butcher that last name, Zelnick, said that while there's always risk of slippage, see, they always gotta do something, the company feels really good about it. Look, there's always risk of slippage, and I think as soon as you say words like absolutely, you jinx things. Zelnick responded with IGN asked how confident when IGN asked how confident he was that Rockstar will hit fall 2025 for GTA 6. So we feel really good about it. When asked for an update on how development on GTA 6 is going, Zelnick kept his cards close to his chest. I mean, and Rockstar kind of always does that, to be honest. I don't really think they ever give out a lot of information about their games, but this is definitely like a unique situation because it has never taken them this long to release a game. For a while, it almost seemed like they weren't going to release it. And I also heard too that they make their actors like they can't say anything, like they sign a bunch of NDAs, and I also heard that the actors don't even know the ending. They don't know the order of the story. They just go in there, do what they're told, and they leave, and they know nothing. So they've always been like super secretive about their games. So look, I think the game is eagerly anticipated both internally and externally, he said. We know that Rockstar seeks perfection. I never claim success before it occurs. It's gonna be successful, even if it's bad. I'm fond of saying arrogance is the enemy of continued success, so we're all running scared and looking over our shoulders, and we know that the competition is not asleep. Our whole organization is super excited. I don't know what they're talking about with competition. Like, nothing's competing with GTA 6, even if it's bad. I think people are still gonna play it. It had to be like really bad. GTA 6 release date is one of the hottest topics in all of entertainment, with rival publishers waiting with bated breath for Rockstar to make its announcement. Earlier this week, EA CEO Andrew Wilson said that he was willing to delay the new Battlefield out of the next fiscal year, depending on the release and timing of its competitors' games. A thinly veiled nod to the behemoth? Sorry. That is GTA 6. Yeah, and I've heard a lot about, like, a lot of companies are pushing back games because they don't want to compete with GTA 6. Yeah, you're sick of this late 2025 stuff. And since they said that the other day, they should have just dropped the second trailer. They should have just dropped the second trailer. Because even if it is coming out in the fall, like, they drop another trailer. At this point, if it's coming out in the fall, I almost don't even think they're going to drop another trailer. They're probably just going to drop the game. Imagine that. Like, they just dropped this story trailer, which I'm assuming you guys have seen. They just dropped a story trailer, and then they dropped the game. No gameplay trailer, no behind the scenes look talking to the devs, no beta releases. You're competing with GTA 6? You got a game dropping in fall 2025? Oh yeah, what game is that? I'm gonna pre-order it. But yeah, and you know, I feel like with GTA, like, they're kind of like, I don't know if I want to say cocky enough, but that's the only word that I can say for lack of better words. They're kind of cocky enough to just, like, do that, and they know people are gonna buy the game. Yeah, they really are keeping this on the hush-hush. So, while its release window remains firm, GTA 6's much-wanted Trailer 2 has yet to materialize, like we were just talking about. We're now over a year since Trailer 1's release, a gap that has caused plenty of feverish fan speculations. While you wait to find out, IGN has much more on GTA 6 to check out, including an ex-Rockstar devs who says the studio probably won't be able to decide whether GTA 6 is delayed until March or until May 2025. I mean, I guess, right? And then, yeah, there is a lot of debate about whether or not GTA 6 is going to be coming to PC. In the expert opinion on whether the PS5 Pro will run GTA 6 at 60 frames per second. Speaking generally about Rockstar, Take-Two said Grand Theft Auto 5 has now sold an incredible 210 million units worldwide. GTA Online has quote-unquote strong quarter, led by the Agents of Sabotage update. GTA Plus memberships increased by 10% year over year in the quarter. Who is buying GTA Plus? Please let me know. They don't tell their community anything, and they wonder why they keep getting hacked. If it doesn't come to PC, then that's a big L for them. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Red Dead Redemption 2, meanwhile, has sold in more than 70 million copies. Take-Two noted is currently seeing its highest level of concurrent players on Steam. That's what I was gonna say, actually. They don't tell their players anything. They also kind of don't really listen to their players, and mainly with Red Dead Redemption 2 Online. There has been so many people crying about how, like, they don't update Red Dead Redemption Online, and it's quite sad because, like I said, Red Dead Redemption 2 was one of my favorite games, so I wish they put as much attention into Red Dead Online versus GTA Online, because you could tell they're just trying to get money from GTA Online. There's something else. I don't know if I want to make a video on this or not, but supposedly they were supposed to be making, like, more story DLCs for GTA 5, and they ended up axing it because they wanted more online missions. So they axed, like, it was supposed to be like another like Trevor DLC, a bunch of other DLCs, and they ended up, like, trashing it because they wanted to put more focus on GTA Online. So people were really mad after, like, hearing that and stuff like that. So it's kind of crazy. Yeah, it's definitely still gonna sell regardless if it's on PC or not. I'm sure people will buy consoles just to play GTA. You don't care about Red Dead except the story. Yeah, I didn't play too much online, and just because I don't think it was much to do online, but it's still one of my favorites, or it is my favorite video game story. It's gonna go there a year after launch. Yeah, a lot of the times, PC ports just it'll still come out, but just not like right away. Okay, and on to our last little news segment, also from Take Two, and I kind of want to hear your guys' opinion on this. So, Take Two plans to support Nintendo Switch 2. So, Take Two Interactive has plans to support Nintendo Switch 2 after the new system releases. During the company's latest earnings call on February 6th, Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick, again I probably butchered that name, I'm sorry if I did, said that Nintendo is in a different spot than it was years prior. Zelnick says that while they support Nintendo in the past when it made sense, things have seemingly changed a bit. Look, we've had obviously a long-standing relationship with Nintendo, he said during that call, and we've supported the platform when it made sense for the individual release. There was a time when Nintendo platforms are really geared at younger audiences, and that was reflected in our release schedule. And now, today, with the Switch and potentially Switch 2, the Switch device can support any audience. And as you may have noted, okay, that was weird, Civ 7 is available on Switch. So while we have nothing special, nothing specific to report, we actually would fully expect to support Switch. Of course, the biggest question regarding Switch is what games will they bring to the console? While games like Grand Theft Auto 6 and Borderlands were announced for PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X and X, there could be hope from players that down the line both will become available in a hybrid system. And yeah, the other stuff we just kind of already talked about. So how do you guys feel about like GTA coming to the Switch? I know they just put Red Dead Redemption 1 on the Switch like fairly recently, but I just don't know how it would run on the Switch. I feel like it would run really bad. Now maybe on the second one, I'm kind of curious because I know the second one is supposed to have more power, but I don't know. I feel like it'd be really funny to see. Now it'd be kind of nice if it did and it looked good, because then you could take your Switch anywhere you like want to go. So if you want to play it on the train, you could play it on the train. But because with the PlayStation Portal, you need internet and stuff like that. So now they want to go to Nintendo GTA. Yeah, I don't know how good it's gonna look on Nintendo. You got a Switch, but you don't play games on it. I don't see it going there. My Switch... What? My Switch makes Swiss cheese. It must sit around a lot, huh? But yeah, I feel like what they're trying to hint at is that they're gonna put more games on the Switch. And hey, maybe they will, because it's gonna be more power. I think the Switch 2 is trying to come for a broader audience now, or like an older audience, because like they said in the article, the regular Switch was more aimed towards kids. And if you watch my stream like a few weeks ago reacting to the Switch 2, you could tell that some of the stuff that they're doing is aimed at an older audience now. Yeah, you're just gonna stick to your PS5. No, 100%. I have a Switch, but I don't think I would pay the same amount of money that I would pay. Like, if I was going to buy GTA 6, I would rather pay that amount of money, which that's a lot of comments about how much it's going to be. But I'd rather pay, let's say, like $80 to play it on PS5 than to play it on Switch. I think the only way I would want to play it on Switch is for the portable factor. Like, I could play it like wherever I want to go. But other than that, I wouldn't play. I wouldn't buy it on the Switch. I think it'd be a waste of money. I think they're going to have a hard time converting PlayStation and Xbox players. Yeah, 100%. I do think, like, a lot of people like the Switch, right? And there's some really hardcore fans when it comes to the Switch. I think they just have a certain niche to them that people who will play GTA or games in that nature probably wouldn't like sway to, wouldn't like. You know what I mean? If anything, you'll get the older Switch. Yeah, I mean, there's some games I play on the Switch. Like, I'm a huge fan of Animal Crossing. Huge fan of Luigi's Mansion. But honestly, those are probably, like, the only games that, like, I'm, like, hardcore fans of on the Switch. For me, I'm just loyal to, Legend of Zelda. That's the only reason I'd buy the Switch too. Yeah, I know there's a lot of Legend of Zelda fans. The new Switch ain't worth it. Yeah, I'm curious to see though what they're going to what games are gonna drop on the new Switch. Oh, another game I'm also like really big on the Switch is Mario Party. And I only really like it if I have people over. You don't think it's finished the lifestyle? Yeah. But I think the new one's supposed to come out in like June or something, I heard. So we'll have to see. I know they already said that they're going to be coming out with a new Mario Kart game. And they've changed a lot of stuff in that. Because that game, Mario Kart, has been out for like a hot minute too. And they just released like a bunch of updates for that game. So people are kind of getting like tired of it. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. This week, I'm going to be coming out with a new, kind of before you buy. I might title it something else though. But it's going to be the new Like a Dragon kind of spin-off game. It's like Pirates in Hawaii or something, or like, wait, what's it called again? Like a Dragon. Oh yeah, Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. So it's a spin-off game to the last one that came out. So it kind of reminds me of like a Miles Morales type game. It's not as big. Pause, sorry. It's kind of a smaller game. Thank you. I think it's going to be a good year for gaming. I hope everybody else thinks so too. There's a lot of good games that are going to be coming out this year, and I will be covering them. So if you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe. And I hope you guys have a great week, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys.